Ooh, this one I'm just venting. um, Man, it hurts to love someone, doesn't it? Um, and not have them in your life. I was talking to somebody yesterday and I had mentioned my daughter. Sorry. I keep thinking it's going to get easier. It's going to get easier. It's going to be okay. And it is. And she has her own mind and her own life. And I'm told, is happy. And I want to believe that she's thriving and happy. And I reach out. But I reach out less and less because I start to wonder, like, is it benefiting her or hurting her? Do you know what I mean? Like I was doing it more often at first, and then I thought, I think that, like, it's hurtful for me to always be thinking of her and no connection. And I just want her to know that I'm always here and the door's open, and yet it's painful because we're not together. We're not communicating. So then I think, well, does that annoy her that I contact her? Like, is it that, like, reminder? Is it a good thing or a bad thing? Do you know what I mean? Like, I know all the studies and counselor, everybody says to just love her unconditionally and be available for her. Yet, I don't know if those little reminders are helpful or hurtful. And so I've tried to, like, ease up a bit and give her space. And it's like with the idea that I'm always here, but then that can be misinterpreted. Oh, it makes my stomach sick. Like this over worry and over. It's like you want to do the right thing. You want to do the right thing by yourself and by them, And so then that's the other problem. Am I, like, selfishly constantly wanting, I try to send messages that she doesn't need to respond to. Do you know what I mean? Like, just letting her know I love her, or sending her photos I remember, or, like, sending her a little note, like, nothing. Like, she doesn't need to respond, but she can. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not, I don't want her to feel guilty or feel bad or, like, that kind of thing. And, sorry. Oh man. But I do think it's at the point, it's like, I've been holding back more because I feel like in the past, like, year or so, I have been like I want to reach out because I really miss her and I love her and I want us to communicate, and yet at the same time it's like, oh, so, like, I'm selfishly looking to get, and I don't know that that's for her best interest. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that's for her best interest because she's made it blatantly clear that she's not interested in talking to me or having a relationship. And yet she's a teenager, right? So it's also, you have to be careful. It's like, well, does she even know what she wants, or is she saying the opposite at that age, like, go away, but then really what they mean is love me, just love me, and oh fuck, it's like, I don't even know any of her friends. I don't know what's going on in her life. Like, I know so little. And oh God, it hurts because it's like the relationship has just been severed. And it's like I've had to accept that more and more and more. But as time goes on, I think it's like, I don't know, like, did I not accept it I don't think I have. It's like, I don't want to believe that's true. And it's not that I can't always come back, but, the more time you miss, the harder it is. Like, I don't even really know her anymore. Oh, God, sorry. It sounds so pathetic, like whiny me, it's like the choices we make, Meaning I'm beating myself up and blaming myself for divorcing, even though I felt invisible for so long. And he was a good man. It's not, it's just we were on different paths. And it was like I tried everything I could, and it just wasn't. It was like everything was great except the fact that I didn't really have a partner, And so, it got to the place where it was like, okay, well, you're either going to continue living this way, and he's not going to be your partner. He's not going to be there emotionally available and truly invested in it with you the way you desire, right? Meaning the man is a great man. He's a catch for sure. Anybody who ends up with him, they will hopefully, I want him happy, and I really want my daughter happy. But it came to a place after years of me working on me and changing my perspective and elevating and doing all these things. It just became clearer and clearer. And I never decided until I was at a real place of peace, and for a long time. That's why I think it's been so hard that I was in such a good place of peace that it's been bumpy ever since, It's like, wait a minute, what happened? But it was like accepting the fact that he's perfect the way he is and I'm perfect the way I am, and we're just not perfect together because, I'm really, really looking for that deep bond, that emotional connection, that person who's, we see one another. And so the point was like, he was perfectly fine living that parallel life and not having that deep bond. And so I wasn't. And no matter how much I expressed that, it didn't matter because I was the one unhappy. So I'm the one who has to make the change. And, even tried alternate routes. And it's like, no, I want it all. I want it all. I don't like all that idea that people do, all those alternative. No. It's just not who I am. And so it's the idea of like, well, I have nobody to blame but myself if I end up staying in a scenario that is what it is. And I love it for what it is, but it's not my truth. It's not allowing me to bloom and blossom and grow, and it's keeping me stuck and stagnant and small, and it hurts. And, it's like stuffing an elephant into a shoebox. Like, it's not happening. It doesn't work. It hurts. Like, I can't keep, trying to shrink down into this. I can't do it. And I want to. I wish I could. I'm a contortionist. But after a while, it's like, okay, this isn't, and yet choosing me cost me a lot. And it feels like I got really punished for wanting better for me, for loving me. And I know it's hard for people to understand that stuff, because from the outside, people are like, oh, what is the problem? It was the ideal life. And he is one ideal man for someone else. Like, he really is the greatest guy. I thought we were going to stay friends. He was my good friend. And I lost that too. It was like, I got shut out quick. And I should have known that. That's how he has always been. with anybody and everybody, no matter who they were. It was shocking to see at first, but it's who he is. And I don't think he does that out. I hope he doesn't, but who knows? I don't think he does it out of malicious intent. I just think that's how he responds to his pain, because he hasn't healed his pain and doesn't want to talk about that either. and so yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to love yourself and honor yourself and go after your dreams when the people around you don't want to support that, you know? It's like, why couldn't I have had it all? I tried, but it just seemed like it wasn't. It wasn't, no matter what I did or how I tried or how many times I shifted inside. And, but that was good I did all that, because the more I did that work, the more I was healing. And the more I was healing and the more I was shifting inside, the more at peace I was becoming. But it was the next natural progression. And it was not easy. It was not an easy, light decision. But man, has it been. It's the idea of like a crash and burn, and the fact that everybody verbally seemed to be on board, only to then show otherwise. And boy, did I slip from my alignment in that process, grasping onto connection and approval in all the wrong places. Man. It's like every time I think I'm better, I'm moving in the right direction. It's like, how can this be so sore still? Is it just a day? Hopefully. I mean, I feel better just getting this out. You know, it's like knowing you're doing the best you can with what you got. And it's the idea of trusting and believing in yourself, even when nobody else does. That's not an easy feat. Not one that I recommend to anyone. But this is always the problem, isn't it? You get to this point where you're at another edge. You're so far away from the past. And you're right there into the new. And you begin to question everything. Because the new just is right there and hasn't really arrived. And so you paint the past prettier than it was. And you gotta be real with yourself. But I have felt like it's been that last kickoff many a times. So it's like I start to throw doubt in my own way, you know? You know, am I in the illusion? Right? Well, we all are painting our own illusion. And it does get wonky at times. I guess it gets wonky when I'm here, right? When I'm not fully in alignment and I'm sad like this. Everything does look a lot wonkier. Yeah. Sorry, every possible sound just heightened, including the buzzing of the air. You know that air, that sound? Can you hear it? I actually love it. It's such a nice sound. It's louder than all the others, the cars in the back, the doors, the water trickling, the fan kicking on, all of that. Well, that one was just louder than the humming of the air, but I can still hear it. That steady buzz in the background.
Thanks so much for tuning in and listening. You can now purchase an audio journey with me using the link below.